Okay, take one. Let's see if I can do this in my first take. I'm going to try to explain what I'm working on. This is not a feature that is yet available in the game. This is still a work in progress. And but the prototype basic version is now working. So let me go here to my scripts. And what it is a mini orderer. Okay, so I don't know if you can see anything in these. So I'll just go ahead and play the level. And what a mini order is there is a few times when it might be nice if, even though there's no order to the hoops. So for an example, during a hide and seek race, you can go through the hoops in any order. You may want a small number of hoops to be ordered. So I'll just pop into the scene here. So you see I have these 3 hoops here, and then I have these other 3 hoops. And these 3 hoops right here are a mini order. Okay, so the way that it works is only the first one will be live, and then when you go through that one, then you can go through the next one, then you can go through the next one. So in this case, it just makes a straight tunnel. This purple bubble right here is the mini order field. So that's what you use to create the mini orders. So during a normal race, when the hoops are already going to be in order, the mini order doesn't do anything, it doesn't work, it's not going to be on. So if you go into the pause menu and you go into the race settings, so infinite laps, line race, number of laps, none of those will activate mini orders. If you're going to do any of those races, mini orders is no effect. But if you're going to do hide and seek at all, or if you want to do mini orders but not race, then you can turn the mini orders active. Okay, so option 1 is mini orders live, no race. And if you turn that on, then every mini order you have will just be hot. And then you can just have like 6 or 7 of them around an environment, and then just fly around for fun, and then hit one, and then it'll sequentially take you through it. So if you want to just practice compact patterns of maneuvers, like spiraling up a 3 stack or whatever it is that you want to do, then you can set up a little environment and just have mini orders live, no race, and then you can just approach it from every different angle. There's no timers for the mini orders right now. One thing I did think about doing, which will not happen until full implementation of the mini orders is done first across both games, is that the mini order could have a separate timer that pops up and tracks just the time through that mini order, and it would track it right inside of the mini order itself, right inside of that one bubble. Okay, so this bubble would be storing all that information, and then you'd be able to view all that information, maybe by approaching the bubble somehow. So in this case, it's a hide and seek laps. There's 2 laps, and mini orders are live during the hide and seek race. Okay, so first I'll just quickly end the pause. And so I loaded, and so you can see that I saved the level with a mini order, and that was a whole separate save system. So the problem is the game hides my cursor, so I have to click somewhere. So in the save load, there's a whole section for loading just the mini order, and a whole section for saving just the mini order. And then I had to modify the sections that saved and loaded the mini order toggles status. Okay, so I'm gonna have to port that to all the vehicles, and then I'll have to port that to both games. So here's how it goes: is you press the race button if your mini order is during the race, and it's hide and seek, so you can see all of the hoops are hot. So I can go through them in any order. It's hide and seek, except the mini order is not. So because these other 3 hoops are a mini order, they're going to be sequential. Now the way that it is going to also work, I haven't really tested it thoroughly. It shouldn't have these other hoops hot at all. if they're a part of a mini order, and even if you add them to the race. But the best practice for now, because I'm not sure how save and load works and stuff, is to manually add only the first hoop to the race, and that will automatically add all of the mini order to the race. So you can see there's this blue ring out in front of it, and that means that it's a mini order. I'm going to add that to the color changes. So the needs weight hoop is not terribly different, but it is a little bit smaller. I'll just go turn that on really quick. So you can see, oh, wrong side. So you can see the difference here. The needs weight is a little bit of a smaller hoop. And then when I go through there, then it gives me a different tone, a slightly lower tone. And then you'll notice it's not counting down my checkpoints left in the race. And then when I go through the last one, I get the normal checkpoint tone, and it says I only have 3 checkpoints remaining instead of 4. So that's how they basically work. So switching to space mode, so let's say I want to add some mini order to my race. Maybe I want it to be the other direction. In the event that, in this case, because it's the other direction, in order for it to work right, I'm going to have to re-add all the hoops to the race after, and add the other side. But so you just float into the bubble, and then it says press dock to begin creating the mini order. I'm going to reorganize the text. Then you fly through the hoops to add them, and even though hide and seek doesn't have order because it's a mini order, these ones are ordered only. There's no any order. The mini order is purpose built so that you can cause there to be an order in only one little clump of hoops. So then you just fly through them. Now I've flown through all 3 of them, and if I look over here at the order block, you can see now there's 3 race meshes in there again. Then I just figure out where I want to put the bubble, so I'll just put the bubble over here, and I'll hit space again. And now, you know, I better be careful, because if I dock again, it will erase the mini order. So if I want to drag it around, I just have to grab hoop like usual, which I haven't built into there yet. So the regular hoop mesh collider will be on, and there'll be the regular glowing circle. I didn't realize I didn't put that in there yet. So now all I have to do is rebuild the race. So now I'll just rebuild the race. So now there's 1 hoop in the race. Don't fly through those other ones. Alright, so that rebuilds the race. So now if I switch back to regular mode and I begin the race, now you can see that I can go through these 3 hoops in any order from any direction, because these are normal hide and seek hoops. They're all hot. I can go through them from any direction. But now in order to checkpoint this set of hoops, I do need to enter it from the correct direction, and I need to hit them all sequentially. And you can see my checkpoints remaining is 4. Total checkpoints is 4. And you can see that blue ring, which will be a color changeable ring, but that annotates that it is a mini order set. And then now, and so now there's 3 checkpoints remaining. I'll go through this one other checkpoint. So you can see that those checkpoints are off. And then I'll just finish the race really quick. Not the race, but the lap. So you see that 3 hoops over there is the mini order. And now when the next lap is going to begin, it turns on all the hoops again and the mini order. so now I gotta go back around and hit them all again. In any order. And you can approach the mini order in any order. Just to start and finish the mini order, there is a mini order, which is what the name comes from, is it's a mini order. It's a mini order of hoops. So that's gonna be upcoming. It's gonna be my next update. Right now this is the convert to light version. So I do eventually plan to post this light version, but first I'm gonna build it out in the convert to light version. And then I'm going to build it out in the regular version, so it's probably not going to be posted today in the regular version, but that is the next upcoming major change that's going to be in the game. Alright, thank you very much.